they rent the car for a day just to go and pose.
I trust in God and I believe that there is a God. The only trust that is shaken is my trust in our pastors.
There is a certain spirit that they are using there to destroy people's lives. I mean, you come there fine, doing amazing in your life. 2 months down the line, I'm telling you, it doesn't even have to take you 3 months, 2 months only. Things just get messy. That's when now, when your life is messy, you go back to this guy, he tells you about money, then you get more into stuff. You're gonna end up giving more money. You end up with nothing.
What?
Remember, number one, I'm in this place thinking that I'm in the place where God speaks. So whatever this guy says, it is from God. And on its own, even though you can know that this thing is just nonsense, but you feel like this is what God is saying, you know, this guy can come and tell you that God is saying that you need to make sure that by the end of this week, we need 200,000 rent.
There is power in you that you have not experienced yet. And that power is going to come out because of the pressure that you are currently going through right now.
Axval University of Technology students in George joined Tancredi's church back in 2016.
I had just passed through a certain season where, you know, my life was a little bit messy and I needed God at that point in time. So they were still also in Valley University of Technology in the campus. They had the campus ministry. So a friend introduced me, said, look, there is something that is happening. Go to that church. Maybe your life can change. So when I got there, okay, I see everything is happening. People are talking about what's happening there. The man of God is trying to preach. He's saying some things there. Everything sounded like it was all right, you know. When you come in for the first time, you hear something new. You feel like, okay, this is something new, meaning God is in this place. You get excited because, okay, maybe my life is going to change.
Only weeks after joining the church, Ashley was already taking money from his business and putting it into the church.
2016, me and my two brothers, we started a modeling agency. It was called Val Modeling. We were supposed to do a very biggest show on the 3rd of December. We had bought did a lot of tickets. We also had planned to sell our beverages like alcohol because we're doing it in the school's pub. That pub, the one that is in VUT. So we're gonna be doing it there. We had already got everything, the stages and all of that. We were told that we needed to lay a seat so that this thing can go. Remember, we are told to lay a seat of the very same amount that we have gathered together to be able to sponsor the project. So we had to take all that money that was for the show, say, here's the money for the show. It didn't happen. Business just like that. We couldn't be able to pay for anything. People came on that day. There was nothing going on. People were angry. We were left in debt. The Kingdom Finances is the way they put it. They selected most people that were giving out a lot of money. Remember, we had been told that every Sunday you need to make sure that you come back, you come to church either with 15,000, 30,000 rands, or we need to make sure that to the next week Sunday we are raising 500,000. You need to make sure that you have 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. Then when they announce it at church, the Kingdom Financiers are the people to lead. So if they say we are raising 500,000 or 1 million rand, Kingdom Financiers are the ones to go and say, I'll do 100,000 rand. So when we do that, somebody who just came to church, who's a suspect, who doesn't know what's happening, but maybe God has blessed him financially, he will just go and say, no, if people are giving 100,000, meaning I'm also going to give 100,000. So more people fall victims for that.
It wasn't long until Ashley's finances were not enough for both his family and the church.
Finances, I was drained. From 0 to 100, where I couldn't even be able to take care of my own family. There were times I couldn't even be able to pay my rent, where I would spend 3 months. And in those 3 months, not because I don't have money, but whatever money that I get, I was told that it needs to come to God. I don't have rent, I don't have electricity. My daughter is 3 months old. My daughter is 3 months, I don't have money to pay for my rent. Landlord comes, switches off, they cut off my electricity. I come and tell him, I tell him that I have issue like this. The only thing that you'll be told, it is well. Tomorrow you're called, make sure that Monday, Sunday, you organize a seat of 20,000 rents. I just told you my problems that I can't pay my rent. But now you're telling me that I need to organize 20,000 rents by Sunday. Do whatever it takes because this is what God wants you to do. for your finances to open up. Okay, this is what God is saying. What am I going to do? I'll do whatever it takes to get money. Very same here. I was used so much. I remember 2018, I bought the church the van. I bought that van for 125,000 rands because he had been telling me that, no, you need to do something big, something that you've never done before. And this is what God wants you to do.
One long, angry line later.
There were times when you're seated down, you're thinking, something is wrong here. Immediately when that thought comes into your mind, you would actually stand up and fight that thought, thinking that is the devil speaking. Can't it probably, it was even God maybe saying something that you need to wake up because this place is draining you. You know, spiritually, you go to church on a Sunday. When you get home, you are drained, like emotionally, spiritually, you're drained.
As time went on, Ashley and George say their splurging on the church was rewarded when they were co-opted into a special group in the church responsible for raising money.